Alrighty. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to show you an app media query. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I want this one. So website, this is fine. The website also has got some scaling. Oops. So what I mean by like this, it does this. Okay, this is a grids layout. I've got my navigation down the left. But if you were to go down to, not iPad, but we'll say, okay, a phone size, this is becoming quite hard to click on and what have you, okay? So in terms of doing this, what we want to be able to do, right, let's set 100%. It's not easy to read these words. This is, you're trying to click, and this is like, this thing here is my kind of my finger for touch. So we can kind of see it's not great. Obviously, yeah, when it goes down like this, and this is your phone size here, this is not working out well. Now we really want to change this layout from being across the bottom, across the left-hand side, to maybe being up at the top and having a few links, and then your content underneath it. So in order to do that, we use something that's called an app media query. I just also wanted to talk about this line here. This is what allows our gallery, thank you some more, to do this where it resizes and says, okay, well, if you get smaller than 300 pixels, then jump up to like another row. It'll just fill the rows automatically. So essentially, that there is now going to go get more smaller than 300 pixels here, there, and this is where it goes. No, fill the whole row because I'm not going to 299 pixels. But this is, oh well, I can do 301, 302. This like saying, oh, I can actually fit another 300 pixels in here, and so this is why it's doing the rows like that. So this is a really nice line of code. Right, okay. Wow, thank you so much. So in terms of this, I'm going to go CSS at media screen max width. Because I can't quite remember the syntax of how to type it in. Right. So this here basically is very easy. We always put it in the bottom of your code. And when we're saying is when my screen width is 600, I want to change the nav background color, okay, to, let's say, white. I will say to gray. Okay, just check that. Nav. Oh, it's the .nav box. There you go. It's got the background color there. .nav box. Okay. So now if I go here, and we'll pull the developers tools in. So this is telling you the width there. So once it hits less than 600, see it changed. So we can say for the 600, I want the layout to change so the navigation's at the top and content's there. So let's have a look at how things are structured. So I've got main. Main is divided into two boxes, I'm guessing. Let's have a look at .main. .main grid. Yeah. So let's take .main and say, okay, fine. So funny. Grid dash template columns 1FR. Right, so that's going to stop them doing 2 rows. Grid template rows. I'm also going to take that 100 VH off because I don't want to force it to the bottom now because it will have scroll. So I'm just going to change it to auto. Right. Now, is there anything here? Grid box is just black. Nav display grid one is fine. Section overflow Y scroll. No, I probably don't want that. Visible, I think. Right. I think that's okay. Right, let's see what we got. Oh, there you go. That's it there. So it goes from this layout to, I've said, once it hits that 600, layouts like this now. And I've got scroll. Okay. So this is, if you have one of those, burger, the 3 lines for your navigation menu, you can say, nah, get rid of that, just have the links. You can also do things like, for example, right, nav box is first, then section. I can say, well, I want actually to change the order of things, because for mobile we tend to prioritize different content a little bit. So I can say to my nav box, because it's already written in there, grid dash column 2/3. No, not column, row, my bad. 2/3. And so we can see it goes from here to bing, and my navigation is now at the bottom of the page. So navigation on the left, now it's at the bottom of the page. Now that's not ideal, but I've literally changed the order of where things are in this grid. So you can, using things here, you can now rearrange your grid and put your content in different places. So you can say, okay, well, I had, you know what? I have, in here, I had some content that had like a, right, okay, you got that there, you got an image, you got like a sales pitchy bit. Right, okay, so there's this here, and that's fine there with our layout. We want that there, and styles will go .com. Right, okay, that's it there. Yeah, you know what? Okay, there you go. A little bit tidied up. Okay, so it's there, right? It's, I could have vertically aligned the text, but who cares? Right, so we got this, and then we've got our content here, and yeah, it's all lovely. And then when we do this, I actually don't want that sales pitch. I want to get rid of it altogether. So I can go like this and go dot welcome display none. Goes from there to, oh, it's disappeared. We'll scroll. Yeah, it's gone. So this app media screen here is how you use to turn content on and off, change how things lay out, just change like, okay, this is working really well. But, I might have found that some of my text sizes for mobile would be nicer because this is still a little bit small, So I might decide, oh yeah, okay. Let's get rid of that line there. And this one here, because I don't have a font size. Wait. Um, 5% of the view width of the window. Okay. You know, or I could just say, you know what, I want it as a fixed size at 35 pixels. You know, and I want to reduce this gap, whatever. You know, so you can totally change how things work from this. This is basically saying, as we know in CSS, right, it reads the second rule. So if I go background color green, does this, then does this. This is the last one done, right? So it's green, okay? Or to give it a bit more of an accurate representation, it's like having .nav box in there twice. But this one only gets turned on once the screen hits this width. Okay. Now, you might decide I want one at iPad width because I just want to tweak a few things, and then I want one at a mobile width, and I've decided the mobile width is whatever. So go have a look through and see when you want your sizes to change, and yeah, tweak things. Or you might find some of your margins and stuff are starting to become awkward at certain sizes, so you might have 3 of these rules, and you just do them one after another. And you know, this one can be okay, and then you have one for mobile, whatever. But yeah, that's essentially how an app media screen works. It's pretty basic because it's just using all your same CSS knowledge. It's just choosing when the rules apply and giving you a little bit more control. So there you have it.